Let's talk hair.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Yes. Thank you all for tuning in to Let's Talk Hair. Now, you know, at the end of the month, I be needing some help. And I have my co-host and excuse Terrell Patterson. She is out on vacation. And me and Teddy said, hey, we can hold this down. Okay. And so we will miss you, Terrell, but you remember to have a great time while you're on vacation. So I want to introduce to you someone that you already know. And I want, he over there looking good and everything and looking like some chocolate, So, but you know what, ladies, we have a surprise. So I have something at the end where Teddy's going to announce something he's going to be doing officially in December. So we might can't be calling him no chocolate no more, So we might have to say something else. But however, Teddy is actually the owner of TC Distributor in Nashville, Tennessee, and Beverly's of Nashville, where he holds down a huge team of salon professionals, barbers who actually come together that uses the deserved professional hair care products. So Teddy is amazing. So I want you guys to put it in the chat, and I want you to welcome Teddy. Okay. Oh, thank y'all. Oh. Okay. I mean, Teddy, you get a lot of action. What you think about all this?
I love the applause of the people. Yes. Good to be here with you once again. And it's always good to talk to you and talk to you about hair because you are one of the diva gurus of this industry. And I just want to give it up for you. Like I said, it's a pleasure to always talk with you and get on this call when we do it. And let's just give the people something that they can use today, give the stylist something they can use, and give the consumer something they can use today.
Okay, so already in our comments, we have Candace Adams that says hello, Teddy. So we have Terrell that's listening, as not our Terrell, Mrs. Stanford Bush. That's my girlfriend. She's also watching. But Candace Adams says hello. And but what's the subject for today? I remember when we were talking, there was something that really touched your heart. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, today when Angela called me, something that I'm seeing a lot more. I'm starting to see seasonal change in hair shedding and, some hair loss from the seasons changing. And I've been noticing a couple of clients having dry hair in the summer versus the winter. And, I was like, well, Andy, let's talk about some cocktails or some things that we can give the people with the amazing product that we have that can help them and they can, guide them along this period of shedding that happens. Because one thing you have to know is that seasons do bring change. Just like seasons bring change, we have changes in our skin, we have changes in our hair, we have changes in all facets of our life. So we just want to jump in and talk a little bit about, hair loss and shedding and seasonal changing.
Okay, and before we talk about it, you guys, for those of you out there, seasonal shedding is really just the old coming out. It's just like pruning a tree and a new coming in. Unfortunately, there are some people who don't get new hair coming in because there is so many other things, side effects from medications. They do not care for their hair as much as they may care for their protective styles, or we forget our glory. And then when we start shedding, we are maybe not going to the right salon professionals that can help us with that situation. And yes, there is a way salon professionals as well as yourself can get in front of it. But of course, we do say get to a salon professional that specializes in healthy hair.
Yeah.
And not just by saying, because Rolla said she specialized in it, but you actually have the proof on table that you do witness transformations of this person growing hair. Bernice did says, yes, the winter months are moisture zappers. Let's talk about moisture zappers. I love that term, moisture zappers. What do you think about moisture zappers?
Okay, moisture zappers, they say that you see it in the wintertime, but believe it or not, I actually see it more sometimes in the summer months. But what I can say about the moisture zappers, one thing can be the heats that we're using in our homes and stuff like gas heats and things. They can also attribute to having dryness in the hair and causing that hair to be dry at times. But let's go here real quick before we get started. I want to talk about, and Angela, I know we talk about this a lot, but I want to just talk about the different phases of hair loss and phases of the hair. The three are the anagen phase, the catagen phase, and the telogen phase. So as you know, your hair grows around half an inch a month, and it's and faster in the summer times, which we all know this. But the growth that happens in that time, it lasts an average of 2 to 6 years in the anagen phase. So that's one thing that we want to start out with. Going after that, the catagen phase comes apart, and that ends after the anagen phase is over. But what happens in that period, you have a phase where you have a short transitional phase that lasts approximately about 10 days, maybe. And you go through a little phase then, and then you end with the telogen phase, which lasts, the hair enters into that phase, and then it's a resting period. It's a time where the hair goes through a resting period, and the follicles then remain inactive for about 3 months. So the whole process is a repeating process that you have, and you go throughout the phases of your hair going through. So when we talked about the hair going through, transitional phases in the summer, me and Angela was talking. In the winter months, we all know some of the zappers, the cool air, your skin gets dry because it's not a lot of moisture in the air. Your scalp gets dry, your facial, your face gets dry, you start to see your face chapping. And at this point in time, you have to know, or like she said, have a stylist that can come in and give you the proper treatments or the proper, cocktail that you can put together that'll help you more in those months. Our elixir oil, like we always preach about that thing, that is one of the biggest sellers in our company. And that product helps when that scalp starts to get dry, starts to get itchy, starts to not receive the moisture that it receives from from that air and everything because of the winter months changing. Now, in the summer months, now I don't want to be talking so fast, so let me slow down a little bit. In the summer months, you have to understand that women, you get more moisture because your body is expiring more. You're getting your pores open more in the summer months. So that's another reason why you can receive a lot of moisture, because your body is just adhering to that sunshine, and it's good for that sunshine to beam on you, whereas we don't get that type of radiance in the wintertime. So that could be a lot of zappers that's happening when you think about hair loss in the seasonal days. You got anything you want to add in on that, Angela?
Yes. This is a great start. I'm learning too as we go. But talking about that moisture zappers, yes, the temperature is a lot of dense, and then it can actually the winds are going through our scalps and our hair, and sometimes during the winter months we get a lot of the wind pressure. Sometimes we get a little bit of that that kind of damp rain where it's not really raining, but it's
Yeah.
just kind of like enough to tear up your hair, and sometimes it's mixed with moisture in there, but not the moisture that we're looking for. Um, and so sometimes in different seasons, depending upon what city and state someone is staying, because there are some states that do not experience winter, and so a person still can go through a seasonal shedding and not have the winter or the spring months chasing them. It can be just about pruning season for that person's hair. There are seasons where people experience it in the spring, winter, fall, summer. It can happen. So the biggest thing for people to need to know is what regimen can I do, whether they're at home or they're at in a salon. What can they do? Because I just did an interview for a magazine like this week and submitted my stuff. It will be in a December issue of the American Lost Cancel. Um, and we were talking about protective styles, but a lot of us are wearing protective styles, but it does not exempt you from seasonal shedding. So you still need to protect your hair. So we're going to go down the list of cocktails and different things that you can do out there to help yourself with seasonal shedding. Because Teddy, what do you think about even in our seasonal shedding, you have more of headgear that people will be wearing. They're
Mm,
wearing, come on, let's talk about that. The headgear
yeah,
of the hats, the scarves, the wig with the hat, and everybody kind of wander around looking like FBI agents and detectives, and then they're putting the skull caps on and the baseball caps, and we are wearing a lot of headgear in this seasonal. Sometimes the fabrics aren't even what we need in our hair, depending, and they're if the thread count is low, it's gonna pull that out.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
pulling out everything, and then there's also and the seasonal shedding that sometimes I'm gonna say in the winter months, so this can make sense. In the winter months, we're wearing more mock necks and turtlenecks and wool clothing, and our collars are higher now,
That's
and
good.
that
Yeah.
also can prick and pull out areas in our napes. So what do you think about all of that? I'm just gonna dump it on you.
All right, that was good that you led me into my next place that I was going, and it talks about how even like in the winter months you want to have proper head coverings. You want to wear things that don't have the wool, and you want to have things that have more of the satin feels. And like she said, with wearing the collars, I've seen a lot of ladies get a lot of breakage around their nape areas because of that. So one thing we have to do is make sure our headgears are most like we have a bonnet that's my customers are loving. I'm gonna do a live on just a bonnet once before, but our bonnets they help keep moisture in the hair in the evenings when they lay down, and those are the type of hats that women should wear that have that satin feel when they're going out into the elements to protect their heads from the snow and from the rain. And then another thing that's going to start to help out with these seasonal changes, you must use steamers or have a humidifier or something of the sort, because getting that steam treatment into the hair is actually opening up that cuticle to accept the products and the things that we're trying to actually pour into or produce or put back into the hair shaft as you come, and do your regimens at home, or when you come to someone like me or Angela, who that's how we make our living is off of hair care. Like I say, steamers and humidifiers, even in your homes. Get your humidifier if your hair is dry. You want to keep moisture in the air, like I said, because the heat that you use in the winter times could dry you out totally. One of the things before we talk about some products that we're going to go off into, you need to get regular trims. So many people do not like I had a couple of my young babies this week that were in the salon, and they hadn't been to me because they go through the summer months when with the protective styles. And me and Angela, we talk about protective styles a lot. One thing you have to understand about protective styles, they don't protect. And that's the thing that you have to understand. They call it that, but they do not protect. So when you come out of them, you need to make sure that you get to a proper professional that's going to go in and trim your hair properly. I'm not talking about just bringing your hair down to your shoulders and just trimming at the base of your hair. You have to understand, you have to lift the hair up and know how to go in and trim. You'll be able to see the open ends. So you need to know how to go in, lift that hair up, bring it out to a 90-degree angle, and look and pay attention to what you're trimming. And those are things going to help in the seasonal months, because when your ends are open and they're wide open, they're subjected to anything, like Andrew was talking about with the clothing that you wear. A wool sweater or a turtleneck with open ends on the end, you're just asking for a disaster. So what'll happen is that split end will just start creeping up your hair shaft, and next thing you know, the whole hair shaft will look split, and you'll sit there and be like, "Oh my goodness, oh my goodness." Another thing that we want to talk about is if you're washing your hair or shampooing, we don't wash. If you're shampooing your hair at home, another thing that's well or that you can do is start to lower your water temperatures in those months that you're having the shedding, because hot water sometimes can be not necessarily damaging, but um, it could cause some some bad situation when it's below freezing or anything, or you're going through vulnerable breakage or anything like that. So those are a couple of things that I just been researching, looking up, and things of being in the industry over 30 years that I've seen, going through this seasonal change and what's going on in your life. So you got anything you want to jump in before we talk about some products that we could use? And one other thing too, real quick, I didn't mean to jump in. You want to get conditioned more often in the winter months. You want to go to your salons, or you want to do a more of a deep conditioning more often. We're not, some ladies, they don't shampoo their hair, but every 3 weeks, which I don't recommend. But if you're doing that, a good thing to do is to start maybe doing the deep conditioning and that transitional time and the seasonal changing more like once a week, or no less than twice every 2 weeks.
Yes, we are getting a lot of people who have questions, and what we're going to do is go down the list. Um, Teddy is telling you everything. We do have to, and Teddy, just let me know if you know I'm right or wrong, but you have to prep your hair even for the winter months. Is that and you have to um, stop skipping steps.
Yeah.
And the big thing about skipping steps is that you find yourself um, in a pickle about um, how to track what actually caused your hair to start shedding. So we have Candace Adams that says March winds in Memphis are so disrespectful to the hair. So Candace, that is so true. There are sometimes in certain cities and states, I don't care if you combed your hair or you had it perfect. Sometimes the winds will go straight through it and destroy the hair, and then we have to stop looking at alternative ways of restoring our hair through heat. There are other issues. So we're going to talk about that, about how warm water can restore your hair, just walking around the house, restoring your hair through that. We're going to talk about the elixir oil. We're going to talk about the apple cider, how to detoxify our hair as well, and in salon treatments that you need to get. Now we have let's go back to Gregory Buttocks. He said what that he had a question, and let's go to his question. So, do you want to answer that? He said winter times are worst for hair. What is your opinion on? Uh, is it BOFA? So what I looked up while I was getting a little cheat sheet here. So, but
Thank
what I looked up is now what I look Greg, let me know, because when I looked it up, it was an international thing, and I never um really heard that. You said now are you speaking about like the hair clips? Let me know if you're talking about the hair clips, because um the boa the boa is more so of the sponges, the hair clips, and things like that. Now, in reference to it, the boa hair clip, the hair bow, is one of the popular things. So let me know if that's what you're talking about. Is putting the boa. the boa of lace fronts, the boa of hair clips, the boa of anything that you're clipping and clenching, which could cause traction alopecia. So, in my opinion, whether you're in your seasonal shedding, you're not in your seasonal shedding, whatever season you're in, you still have to be careful about foreign objects. If that's what you're talking about, is the foreign object, or go to the Angela Hughes page and I can actually jump you on here and you can ask the question. I can just jump you on here if you want. But if you're able to type it in, let me know. Let me know if that answered your question. Ronice Dent says, which room do you recommend your clients to put the humidifier in? Um, I I mean, Teddy, what would you say? I recommend it being in a smaller room.
I recommend the bedroom because I believe that
Yeah,
most women,
something closed in.
most women spend most of their time in their bedrooms. You know, now if you have a bigger house or a bigger home, you know, where you're out and about in your areas, that's fine. But I think like at nighttime, you know, because humidifiers help everything with your body when you're in your room sleeping. You know, they have humidifiers that are excellent. They're not noisy, and they'll just give you the right amount of purification and the right amount of moisture in that air that's going to help keep your hair moisturized and keep your body and your nasal areas and everything. So you have to understand, when we think about winter time, you have heats dry out. Gas heat is a wreck on our bodies, because I wake up some mornings, can't hardly breathe because I've been dried out by the heat that you have to have, because you're not going to freeze yourself at nighttime when you're sleeping. So I would think about the bedroom. That would be a great place to have one.
Yeah, the bedroom would be. I would agree with the bedroom is closed in. Probably less windows for to really get what you need. And then you also can put a little bit of mint in there, and that would also open you up, and keep you also kind of like in a holistic way, and is also so a little bit of the I would say the pure mint that you can actually get. And so we're gonna keep it moving because um, we're almost in our 2:30 hour, because we want you to understand that what's going on now, Teddy, is just, as we know, there are so many people out there who wait so long to get knowledge. And social media is a platform where, I mean, people are just, um, I mean, we see them in church, we see them on social media. They're skipping so many steps to get that fabulous color without that treatment. They're skipping steps to get their hair weaved, and you have a salon professional on there saying, "Oh, I do healthy hair," but then you're shaving the top of someone's hair off that could have been salvageable and saved, and 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 people are just wanting. I see fake baby hair now, where people are gluing the fake baby hair,
Wow.
and we're doing so much. And I want us to be careful, because I don't want cancer cells to form or anything. We're putting so much of the chemical in our bodies and through our scalps, and it has to bypass the epidermis to the dermis, and it's going in our systems. So when we're detoxifying ourselves, so we're going to merge into how can we pull some of that stuff holistically, as well as surface wise and under the scalp, and get ready for these winter months, because you're going to look good in your minks and your wool coats and your leather coats, and your boots and your thigh high boots and your red bottom boots. You're going to look good. But what is, I mean, Teddy, just tell me, as a man, and your wife, your beautiful wife Monica, hair is down her back, and but if that was weave and she was to take it off, when you want her to put more into her hair than her weave, You would want her to salvage her hair. You want her to work it and to see exactly what she can get and how she can work her hair. Doesn't matter about the length. It's just all about you working and making sure that your scalp is healthy. Sometimes my scalp gets inflamed, and this is one of the great products. This apple cider strengthening rinse helps with it. But let's talk about that cocktail that we can get and get ready for winter. So, Teddy, open up with, because sometimes we mix this with the elixir, the conditioner, and we can get those winter months and get our scalps ready from the hair follicles, the hair shaft, and on the scalp and under there. So what can we do?
Okay, to start off, I want to start off with the ones that are getting the braids, the crochets, the commercial hair weaving. I want to start there first because what my stylist in the salon, we have several conversations, and I always let them know, make sure you are a professional braider. Make sure you are a professional commercial hair installer. What I tell them to do is always start out with detoxifying someone who's come in and they're coming out of a service of braiding or commercial hair, going back to one. Make sure that you always detoxify their scalp and condition their hair well first. And I tell them, and they all, every last one of them in my salon uses the apple cider vinegar rinse, and sometimes they mix it with the conditioner at the same time. But I tell them, go in with our satin moisture shampoo first. It's gonna clarify the scalp, gonna clarify the hair first, because when they come in, they have a lot of debris in the hair. They may have, stuff from the products that they're using to try to moisturize their hair. So you see a lot of debris when they come in the salon. So I tell them first, take them to the bowl, shampoo them well with our satin moisture shampoo. I also try to, do a come back with our smoothie shampoo, conditioner shampoo, because that's going to get that moisture back in the hair, because we know that our smoothie is the one that it doesn't have, a lot of the added ingredients that they put in so many moisture shampoos. I also have a lot of natural ingredients in our smoothie shampoo and our conditioner shampoo. But I tell them those things because, like Angela said, when you take those braids and those commercial hairs out of your commercial styles out of your hair, and I'm talking from a man's perspective and a man's point of view, and you have to listen to me, ladies, when I say this. We want you to be able to wear your hair or see your scalp or to feel your hair. We don't want when you take that out, you look like you have cancer by the head just because you want to be in a position where you want to be lazy, or you just, you try to blame it on working out. No, you cannot blame that on working out. You have to make sure as stylists and as consumers that you take care of still what God has given you, because when you don't take care of that part, you will lose it, and you will come up out of a situation to where you have to get those things for the rest of your life. So a cocktail that I say, go in always before you do another service of that sort and detoxify that scalp. We combine the Restore conditioner with the apple cider vinegar as well, and we do it at the same time. We go through first. This is how we do it. It's different ways to do it, but what we do is we go in with the Restore conditioner and detangle the hair first, because you got to understand, coming out of braids and thing, you're going to have sheddings, because it says that your hair sheds 100 to 50 hairs per day. So just imagine not combing or brushing your hair for 2 months, a month. You're going to see so much shedding that if you don't detangle that, you're going to have a problem, because you're going to tear the hair, you're going to tear it all to pieces.
Mhm.
So we go in and we detangle it first with the Restore conditioner. Sometimes we add our elixir oil. I mix up, I got two conditioners sitting at my back, but I have my elixir oil mixed with the Restore conditioner, and then I have my Restore conditioner by itself. So with someone that comes in that truly needs that moisture, I go in and I tap into my elixir oil and Restore conditioner mix, that cocktail, and I use that one.
Wow.
Then after I've done that and detangled and got all that hair that's shedded after they've had the braids or the commercial weave, I go in then and then I part the scalp off. And I don't take thick section. That's another thing as stylists that we are doing wrong. You have to stop taking thick part. You have to go, even when you're silk pressing, when you're detangling, when you're doing anything or any service, you have to understand you need to take 1 to 1.5 inch partings. We try to get in a rush. We want to be in a rush with everything we do because we're looking at time. No, we work, and I don't want to be going here, but I'm going to go here. I work into the Lord, so I'm gonna make sure that when you come in there, I'm gonna properly take my time to section your hair off, detangle it. If it's blow air form and a blow dry, I'm going to section off time after time to make sure that I'm taking little sections of the hair. It's going to give you more manageability. You're going to have more control. And that way, like I say, with that cocktail of the Restore Conditioner and Elixir oil, I'm able to detangle that hair, and that hair just glides straight through because I have a small section of hair. When you try to take a whole fourth quadrant, like you part the hair in 4 quadrants, and you try to take a whole quadrant of one part, you're gonna have a difficult time detangling that hair. And one other thing before I do that, when they first come in, if that hair is braided up and they haven't detangled themselves, then sometimes I take a little of the Restore Conditioner before I even shampoo it and go in and detangle with the detangle that hair after they came in with the braids or the commercial hair, because that's going to be key. Because if you wet that hair before you detangle it, you're going to be in a world of trouble. So, like I said, after I've done those steps, I part the hair off in small sections and use my apple cider vinegar, and I do 1 to 2 pumps, and I massage it into that scalp. Then I take them with no bag, take them to the steamer room. I have a steamer room in my salon, and I sit them under the steamer for about 10 minutes. You know, you don't have to overdo it with the steamer. Some stylists, they overdo it. They'll leave them under the steamer for 15, 20 minutes. It doesn't take that much. It don't.
I do.
So tell me why you use some. Talk to me, because you might teach me something. Tell me why you do more than 10 to 15 minutes.
First of all, like my client, I could use Candace Adams. She don't mind. I sometimes do it because I'm not just trying to get through the hair. I'm also trying to soften the skin tissues. And so while I'm trying, because she has CCCA alopecia. And
Mm-hmm.
so while I have two things I'm trying to accomplish is soften the skin tissues so I can reassure that elixir oil is chasing up under there. And once I get the skin softened, I come back with the derma roller and put some more elixir in there, and then it allows the hair to, the scalp and the oil, it loosens it up and it makes it almost like a rubber band where I can kind of get that product in there better. So um on the hair part, if I give you that kind of time, sometimes if they have color that has some broken bonds, and sometimes I will cocktail them with the protective strand, and they have had excessive shedding. So I let them sit longer so the amino treatment can penetrate and actually restore the buns without me having to constantly stand behind them and just work it. So the steam is actually more fingers than I can ever give. So
Okay.
I those are the reasons why I give them more than 10 minutes, because I base it upon the client's situation and their texture. And then if they've had braids that or crochets that have a little bit of um, uh, gel or oil, I mean gel, or of more of a buildup, or they have glue in it, I need more than 10 minutes to loosen the hair. So I needed to really steam and heal the scalp, because some people have never put any type of oil or shampoo or conditioner on the hair in that entire 3 months. And I need more than 10 minutes of that. So that's my
That was
reason.
that was good. And like, I don't do a lot of braid and everything, so that, like I say, y'all, you're never too good or never too you need to always get this type of platform so where we could talk about that, because that was excellent. So that is something that I will actually take to my braiders and let them know that give them a little more time in order to let the scalp get more pliable, so you can go in and add more moisture into the scalp area, because that's what actually needs the moisture when you're a braid client or when you're a crochet client. The scalp is where it's at. So that was great information, girl. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna
And
take
then
that.
I'll tell you the other reason when we get off the air.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
It's called stylist to stylist. And then I can tell y'all, I don't care, but it's I tell him the truth too. But it's customers have to feel like if you added that on as an aliquot or a charge, they want more than 10 minutes. Like if you're gonna charge me 20, 30, 40, or $50 extra for this, then yeah, I ain't coming out in no 10 minutes. So you're gonna let me sit. So and it's just like people want more. I mean, if I pedicure my feet and they at the end, I'm looking forward to the massage, and then they just woo, 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 and then throw the lotion on me. Now, I'm a tip real good if the person is going in and working the mess out of it, and I'm like, okay, I got to look down and say they got an art to this. Then it's
See,
like I'm like the whole foot experience is totally different. So for some of them, it's more of a tranquil. It's not just of a step process. It's more of a day spa experience.
now
So
I got to make a little joke with what you just said. Your tranquil
okay.
thing, your tranquil thing come through these big old hands that I go in and massage at the shampoo bowl. So I take a little longer at the shampoo bowl and make sure I stimulate first with these hands before they even go to the steamer. So when they get out from that shampoo bowl, I've already massaged and manipulated. That was a joke, girl. But that's some trueness
But
to that.
you can do certain things that I can't do. So he got to he can do certain things that they like. Whoo, you know. So we have also Ronise Dent says LOL facts, and she knows that's true. And she also says my clients sit longer because my mister has light therapy. Also, so many times are 20 to 30 minutes. Oh, so let's talk about that. Okay. She said her clients is longer because my Mr. has uh light therapy. I like that light therapy situation. So, and is it the red light? Let me know because it should be the. Do you have the red light, Ronice? So this is something right here, and 20 to 30 minutes is actually it's not overkill. I don't think you need 45 or 50 or an hour. Oh, hold up. She just said it's the red and blue. So we know that red and blue moves up into more holistic and that therapeutic area. So the 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes that red light or that blue light is actually penetrating and going through, and it takes up to 20 to 30 minutes to go through
Can
that
you
epidermis and that
Can you tell? I didn't mean to cut you off, Anthony, but tell Miss Dent if she could put up the name of the steamer that she uses that has that red and blue. Can she put up the manufacturer's name up so we can see
Oh, she
that?
hear you. Just tell her what you want. She hear you.
Yes, Miss Dent, if you can, darling, pull that up and put up the name of that product that steamer that you're talking about, because that's one thing that all stylists need to hear about and see in this industry right now, because the game is transitioning and shifting. We do have to get off into more holistic things and get off into things that's going to help with the holistic products of Deserves company that we use. So if you can put that up for us, dog.
Yeah, put that up. And then also I want you to consider being a guest on the show. Me and Teddy would love to dive in with you with that because and also can you tell us like with the red and blue light, that what is generally your oh, she's already put this up here. Teddy, I think she has already answered your question. Yes, red is for hair growth and blue to kill the bacteria that cause dandruff. Boom. So that's something that that's something that we all need in our salon. So we can have a show just upon the killing of the bacteria and the hair growth,
Yeah,
the
yeah, that's
difference.
a good one. Great
So
topic.
we
Great
need
topic.
your
Good one.
information. She said she would be honored. Okay, we gonna put you on the show. So so you better be ready. So yes, I'm me and Teddy. What do you think about that, Teddy? Would you
I love
be
it. What she just gave us was that was powerful information what she just gave right there. So I'm a like I said, if you can, Miss Dean, is it a certain what's the name? I want to know the name of that because I want to go purchase one of those. If you can tell me the name of
she
your
not gonna
mystery.
tell you now. She gonna tell
Okay,
you later.
we'll wait. We'll wait. Hey, I just need
I'm
to get it. I get it.
yeah. Yeah, she gonna tell you, but she gonna tell you later. That's just me. That's just a woman intuition I'm feeling. LOL, I'm gonna get ready. I hope you get ready because my marketing team, one of them I know. Um, see there, look at that. Read that, Teddy. What that say?
Yes,
LOL, I'll tell
I
you later.
later.
I told you, hey, I'm a woman, so I already know you weren't gonna get there right now, so she was but we appreciate your input, and this is what we're saying. Now let's recap what Teddy said. He also gave a nugget. I probably don't need to say all this because we got a giveaway coming up, but I ain't gonna say it. We got a giveaway coming up. So, but in the giveaway, y'all think about the question. Don't type it in now, but think about the question. The question is going to be, what was two ways that Teddy actually did those cocktails, and what key ingredient did he put in the conditioner? Okay, is that good enough? Yeah. So give us a little pointers on um, the cocktail he mentioned, but also what was the key ingredient? I think I'll just do one question. What was the key ingredient that he put? He said I have two conditioners, and what was the conditioners that he put in there? What was those two? And what is that key ingredient he put in the other conditioner? So okay, I'm acting like I'm bipolar. What is the key ingredient that he put in that second conditioner? Okay, I'll say that. So also we have Candace Adams that she also says, uh, thanks for the information, Ronice, on the difference in the red and blue light therapy. See, that's why you didn't get it. Because they read it. And so Candace also says, I think I know the answer for the extra time under the steamer, LOL. So, but yes, we are definitely coming upon another uh, cocktail that we can actually get. Let's go back to the steamer. And so we get another cocktail that we can add to getting the hair ready for the winter months. And so Teddy just talked about this cocktail, and I'm going to share with you all the other cocktail is the protected strand treatment. Um, so, and then before we get to the protected strand, we're going to have a different kind of giveaway. Instead of you all winning elixirs, the giveaway is going to be our new 2-ounce apple cider. We just came up with a 2-ounce apple cider. So if you get it right, you get it before it hits the market. Nobody has ever bought this product and nobody have even sold it. This is first time only. We're on Talk Hair to Me. If you get the answer right on the question, you get our brand new 2 ounce where you can take it on vacations or give it as gifts. And we're going to have Black Friday. We're going to have these also available, but you'll be able to introduce someone to this cocktail, to this treatment, to detoxify their hair before they make the initial investment in the 8 ounce. So the 8 ounce is the truth for the ones who understand it, and then the 2 ounce is for travel or the introduction. And Teddy knows this is a way we can introduce it to salon professionals who say, I never heard of it, boop, 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 so, but we'll be able to do that. And that's the giveaway. Matter of fact, we're doing 3 giveaways and I have them ready already for you today. Okay. So the next cocktail we're going to talk about is the protective strand, which is the treatment where we actually shampoo. We're going to shampoo 3 times, and a part of it is the scalp stimulator at the shampoo bowl. And when we're going to cocktail it, we're going to towel block the hair, and then we're going to comb the protecting strand. And then when we go through your hair, and we start to minimize a little bit of shedding, we're going to add the silk milk to it. And now we're going to come with moisture. We've stopped the shedding, but now since the cuticles and the hair shaft is open, your hair is extra dry. We pour in the conditioner, and we leave the protective strand on. And because we have some people with buildup or dandruff around their foreheads and their ears, and because you're wearing the mask, a lot of you are wearing the mask, or you should be. So when we put the mask on, a lot of times we're getting wear and tear around our ears, and sometimes we're just getting the buildup that was already there. So we put the elixir oil around those areas and massage in, and then we start to use oh the stimulator, the scalp stimulator. And then once we use the scalp stimulator, so I can see, it feels so therapeutic. And what we do is begin to massage it in. And then once we massage it in and go through every area, and then we can work the neck, and then we put a plastic cap, and then we began to once we do the plastic cap and put you up under the steamer, and we let it sit in there. So what we do is let all 3 products kind of work joyously together, so we're taking care of the dryness around here and around our ears and different things like that. And you can go inside the hair if it's more. And then we have the protective strand over there that open up the cuticle and stopped a lot of the broken buns from ripping up. And then we put the silk milk in there and we combed it through. And then we put you up under the steamer. And that way we're able to get in the hair, keep it open, put the moisture in, seal it, and then close it back up while we're actually making sure that moisture is in there. When you're using the warmness of the steamer, and the steamer is more like the how you steam the vegetables. The microwave is more like the microwave. The dryer is more like the microwave. And so when you open it up, and then you soften that skin, and then you put the scalp stimulator, you open up the pores too. So what the product does is that the protective strand helps the strands and stuff like that, and then the hair follicles begin to mend itself as well and tighten up. And then so that way, so when you come out from the dryer, you want to rinse off with warm water. Why? Because you want to stabilize all of the product to not race out of the hair, but to stabilize in the hair shaft. If you do hot water, you rush it out. If you do cold water, you freeze it, and you cause it to be very, very small lumpies inside of the hair shaft. It didn't go in, it didn't go out. It's just going to have a film on it. And then it silks out, and it is so beautiful. I mean, it's amazing. So that's what that I have to give, and then Teddy gave his. But that is two different ways of cocktailing to get up. You're getting ready for because I had a client and she came in, her hair was shady. Um, and customers are watching and listening to us because she said, I noticed my hair was shedding when I came in, but I noticed that it stopped, and I noticed that you just got in front of it. I said, you are in your seasonal shedding. I said, so I had to do what I had to do and work your hair and get it. When she left out, she had no shedding. All the stressful hair stopped. So I was able to do that to her. And she said, she said, so why wasn't I getting this from other people? She said they would, I said, basically they would have styled you and just kind of cut your hair. Back in the day, we would kind of cut it to say, okay, now we stop the shedding. But what we would do is we would minimize the shedding, but we wasn't stopping the stress on the hair, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
then you notice over a period of time, your hair started getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And then sometimes we throw the black color or the rinse or the cellophane on there to make it look thicker. But we was doing things in our reach, but we was not getting you the amino and the plant-based treatments that you need. So Teddy, is there anything you want to add to that?
Well, I like the cocktail that you said, and if you can tell us the steps that you use. Tell them because I heard everything you said well, and that's an excellent cocktail. But tell us what you did. Like you shampooed first. After you shampooed, you said you did went in with you shampooed them 3 times. Then you went in with the strand protecting spray. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it conditioner after that?
Mm-mm. Strand.
Strand protecting.
Mm-hmm.
Strand protecting spray. Y'all getting this? You combed it through and you started from the ends and you went up the hair shaft. Always make sure that y'all doing that. Start at the ends, then go up the hair shaft. Then after you got that combed through, then did you come back with the Restore conditioner, silk milk,
Mm-hmm.
or you
Mm-hmm.
steamed them first? You came back with the Restore conditioner and then you went through and I bet that also made to where you didn't have to use as much conditioner when you did that as well. So that's another
No.
way to help save on your product
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Look good. Then
Yeah.
afterwards, you
Yeah.
took them to the steam. Okay, so
Yeah.
that right there was
But I put
a
the
cocktail.
elixir around their edges if they were really dry.
Right, right. And that is, you said something very key right there. And you said with the wearing of the mask and everything around your ears, those are areas that are they're not getting the proper attention. That's also with ladies that wear glasses too, y'all. You have to be careful because when you're wearing glasses, it can rub and it can also cause dryness. I don't know what's in the material of the glasses, but turn to the sides and so they can see how thick your sides. Turn to
Yeah.
turn
Yeah.
your
You
yes, yes. That's
Yeah,
what I want them to see right there.
what you need to do is not put don't put your glasses on skin, like on the glasses and on skin. What you want to do
Mm,
is go up in your hair and come down where, and then you can put a little hair on top of it, but you don't want to go to the skin. Over a period of
that's
time, you'll see that either your scalp will turn darker or the hair will just wipe off. Yeah.
that's girl. Come on, that
Yeah.
y'all getting some great nuggets today that's gonna help out. And those are things y'all that if you start to give that to your customer, start to give that to the consumer, because there's so many of them that's doing it wrong and they just go straight in and they're rubbing those edges out with their glasses and with these masks that we're gonna have on for a little longer. I hate to say it, but we're gonna have them here with us a little longer. So, and that was amazing, amazing cocktail and advice right there. Something like I said, learning all my life, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it really works, Teddy, where I can see a difference in the client's hair. I can see a difference in uh, just how the behavior of the hair, and that the hair is definitely moving towards the growth. So, you guys, we got a lot of announcements to make. So, we're going to end it right here. we're gonna do our giveaway. So everybody, I have from what I see, Teddy, I have two people. The question is what's the question? Now, okay, the question is Teddy gave the taco, I mean the cocktail, not the taco, the cocktail. And he spoke about two conditioners. And those two conditioners, in one of them, he added another ingredient. Um, and then the reason behind that, we're not gonna say right now, but he added one ingredient. What was that ingredient? Uh, and we have three. We're gonna get three winners with those that you can actually. So let's go back to the comments. Um, so one person, Ronice, said the elixir. Candace Adams said the elixir. Um, I'm reading hers because I don't know why her stuff not coming through. So Candace Adams said the elixirs. Is that correct, Teddy? Is that what you put in there?
Yes, that's correct. That's
Okay, so
correct.
we have two winners, and I don't see nobody else that I'm looking everywhere that made the comment. But and George, I don't know if we answered your question or not. I would like to engage with you even further. So we have two winners that put Candace Adams and Miss Ronice Dent, who we're going to put on the show afterwards. Ronice, go to the Angela Hughes page, which is me. And when you go to Angela Hughes page, I need make sure that you put your shipping address. And Candace, you know what we do. I have yours. And also some type of information so the show can get with you at a later date. Also, we have another special announcement. Theodore Chisom, which we call is Teddy. We want you all to congratulate him as well. He would be an ordained minister. Is it December the what?
December the 5th. I'm already a minister. And I thank you, Ange, for just even giving me the platform to say this. God has been amazing to me over my life. This year, December the 5th, my senior pastor of my church, Rodney Beard, he's ready to get to the place of retirement, and he's going to actually ordain me to be the pastor elect of the Living Word Community Church in Antioch, Tennessee, 2304 Hobson Pike. That is December the 5th, and I am so elated and happy that God has given me this opportunity to shepherd his people and to be a servant. I've been a servant in my salon for 30 years because my salon is my first ministry that I was given. So I'm just so excited and elated that God has given me the opportunity to be a shepherd servant for the people of God. And I see these I thank you for everyone that's congratulating me. And it's an honor, you all. It's an honor. And we all are in the body of Christ. So like I say, thank you, Angela, for this opportunity just to say that. But like I say, it's just more servanthood, and just to be a servant for the people in this world. That's our job, to bring people closer to him, to be more Christ-like. So thank you so much, Angela.
Yeah, I'm personally I'm very, very Candace Ronice and Candace Adams says congratulations. I um very happy for you because you have just been on this course and you've been talking about it in spurts, but now it has really, really come into it. It's real. It's like it's God that's actually have helped you through this whole journey. So I don't care what we're doing, we're gonna congratulate you. Anytime you're working for the Lord, we got you. So also, we just want to just give him a warm applause, guys. And we also want to give applause for our winners. Our winners who get our new 2 ounce apple cider. Yes, on the show. We want to applaud you guys, okay? I'm so happy, 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 happy. Also, I want to remind you if you we have 100 what we got? We got $100 worth of products from Deserve Professional Hair Care. If you go over to the Deserve Divas page, just please put in your video. This was supposed to be the last day of it, but they're going to give you just a little bit more of. Uh, I think they're going to give you a few more days. So I'm going to give you a sneak preview of someone who is always holding it down. And this is you got to give a 30-minute um uh 30 is it 30 second to 60 seconds.
Yeah,
Once you
yeah.
do that, you got to have the products available. You got to show your products. Talk about what the testimony, how what Deserve did for you. And so, um, and then have, just show the products and just, just really just dive in. So let's show you a little bit what we're talking about to kind of help you out. It can lead to permanent hair loss if left untreated. Since being diagnosed, I've tried herbal supplements, anti-inflammatory medicines, and changed my eating habits. Now I'm receiving professional hair care, and I maintain my hair at home using the Deserve Hair Regrowth Treatment System. It's working for me. Give Deserve a try. All right, that was Candace Adams, and that. Thank you, Candace. Thank you so much. And I just want to
And can I?
you got anything you want to add to this?
Yeah, I want to add to those videos. For some reason, I saw another one of those videos done, and for some reason, I couldn't share it. Make those videos where we can share those videos because those the ones I've seen, they've been amazing, and those are the things that are going to help us push this product line out there because the world needs to see this product line because it is a game changer. Like I say, it's other products that are amazing out there, but see, our product works together and it can help enhance. It can help you get to the next level of healthy hair because that's what we're all about. If at the end of the day, if you cannot wear your own hair, you have it's pointless to do this thing. So amazing, amazing videos, and y'all be blessed out there. It's been an amazing show today, and we just want to say we thank y'all, we love y'all. Back to you, Diva. Back to you, Diva.
Okay, Teddy, of all, we thank you. He's in the Deserve family, rocking in Nashville, Tennessee. But also, we're ending our show. We also want to give a shout out and offer our condolences, and also lift the family, the Brown family, up in strength. This is the day on Halloween that my mother-in-law passed about 4 or 5 years ago, and the Brown family, they're at the cemetery now. I think they've just left, but I just want to lift that whole family up. Um, and as well as myself, we definitely miss Sandra. That's my mother-in-law. And she was so, I mean, she was just full of life. She was full of wisdom. So we just want to let people know that even when people transition, that when you've lived your life like Sandra did, we know that this is someone who is going to heaven and she's resting. So we want you to, the Lord had put in my spirit before she passed away, the year before, to honor her on Mother's Day. And Mother's Day was so difficult for her because she had lost her mom. And I had all guests at the house that actually had lost a son or daughter or a loved one or a mother or father or somebody. They signed the easel when they came in. We played games. We had a great time and we made cards to the deceased. And we had so much fun. And God gave me that assignment because He knew the next Mother's Day she wouldn't be here. And when God puts something on you, be obedient and do what you're supposed to do because it's for a reason when you're following the Holy Spirit. So shouts go out to the Brown family to stick together, stay together, love on each other. But also, this is the end of our show, and we have enjoyed it. We got our nuggets. Think, Teddy, we got Ronice Dent, who is going to be now following us. She's going to be a special guest. We thank you, Candace Adams, Ronice and Candace, for being the winner. And remember, everyone deserves a second chance at healthy hair. This is Sunday. Go be with your family, your friends, and just enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Told